Hello, and welcome back to the We Don't Wanna podcast. This is the show where two certified dipshits make uncertified takes about your favorite series. We are your hosts. I am Zach, and joining me as always. I must say, if you ever meet any of our listeners in real life, you should just assume they want to hit you, because they do. Everyone wants to hit you. It's Scotty Westside.
True, actually. Most everyone that has met me does, in fact, want to hit me.
Yes.
It's not my face.
I mean, I hit you in more ways than one.
True. It's not my face. It's not like I have a hittable face. It's definitely my personality. I'm the worst.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So, yeah. No, that checks out.
Absolutely.
That's accurate. I'll shake to that.
All right, good. Well, hey, I'm glad that we could agree on this.
I'm nothing if not honest about my asshole-ish behavior. How are you doing, pal of mine? Feels like a hot minute since we did this thing.
It does, but you know, here's the.
It hasn't been that long.
There's this facade and illusion that we have to portray here.
Yeah, we're very good at that. Yeah.
They're not supposed to know that we go 7 weeks between recording every fucking time.
I don't know how the space-time continuum for that works. I think have we only missed 1 week?
I didn't put one up this past week.
Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm just the clueless one. I was all over here impressed as hell with ourselves. Be like, I think the only week we actually missed putting one up was, when Zach had his grandpa's funeral. Like, we're pretty good.
Oh no, we've missed another since then. And this
shit, jeez. Okay, yeah, never mind. I just don't pay attention to anything.
Yeah, you don't pay attention. It's all right. It's an illusion.
Yeah,
it's a facade. Well, the illusion. Maybe you're in on it.
Yeah, the illusion sure fooled me. Shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm an easy mark. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You're easy. Yeah.
Oh, true.
I'm doing good, man. I'm just doing my life, you know.
True.
I feel like shit's been so busy on my end over here, which is a big reason as to why there's not an episode that went up this past week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's good. Like, I know that the last time we talked, I was talking about how I've been doing a lot more like photo work. I think I said that.
I'm pretty sure you did. You told me anyway. That's all that matters.
Right. That's all that matters. And it's just a lot of work. Like, it's not just doing the photo shoot. Right. It's getting all the edits, like communicating with the clients, stuff like that. I mean, it's been good. I'm not complaining at all. It's just, it has been a lot and a little tough to manage because I am a very scatterbrained person.
We've definitely been over that.
Yeah.
But you're also a very busy, important boy now, and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thanks. I think.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that was condescending or not.
I could tell that you couldn't tell, and that made me happy.
Yeah.
That means
yeah, man.
my
I mean, other than that, shit's good, dude. Shit's been good.
That's excellent.
How about on your end?
Shit is great on my end. I have been just doing those things that I do. I totally lost.
Man,
my mind went through this. I'm actually very tired this evening. I didn't mention that to you before we started recording. I have had a long couple days of work. I'm not even gonna lie, and my mind just went through the nth dimension there for like a brief moment.
Quantum shitting.
That's what my mind does. No, I'm good. I have been busy at work lately. It's coming up on a pretty busy season for us, and we had like some meetings and trainings and all this other shenanigans. But no, other than that, I'm good. I'm very excited. Coming soon, I will be retreating into doing nothing but playing the new Zelda that's coming out, so I'm very excited for that. But
yeah, by the time this is up, that
probably true. But yeah, that's next week. Very stoked for that. Other than that, things are About the same as they always are, you know.
Cool. How are you liking that Benedict game? That's
Oh, I was like, the only thing my mind went to was Benedict Cumberbatch. I was like,
or Eggs Benedict.
It's a person. He's not a game. First of all, Zach. Yeah. Last Case of Benedict Fox. It's the ideas of it are very, very cool. The execution is okay. They basically tried to fuse like a Metroidvania with a Resident Evil style, like puzzle mansion horror aesthetic, which in theory is fucking rad as hell. And like I said, the execution is just okay. Like I'm almost done with it. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Cool.
Did have a real bad bug in it though. I lost like a couple hours of progress. A save bug that was kind of nasty.
Yeah, that sucks.
So anyway, it is what it is.
Cool. I've been playing way too much Civ 6.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude,
I love a good strategy game.
I haven't played Civ since, like, I don't know, like back when I was playing StarCraft.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't know, that maybe would have been Civ 3.
Sure.
Anyway, and I was like, I'm gonna just see what it tastes like, you know? See what it tastes like.
And you got back into it big time?
Oh my god, dude. So last night when we got off of Smash, I was up till like almost 5 in the morning.
Jeez.
Civ.
So when you say you've been busy with your photography and shit, what you actually just mean is you've been playing too much Civ 6.
I'm sorry, you then.
Yeah, no, forget it. It doesn't matter. Not important. I briefly tried Civ 6, and I it's one of those that I could feel myself losing like 7 hours at a time to, so I kind of shied away from it because I definitely feel like it's something I could get.
There's so many new mechanics. I mean, obviously, it's been literally, is probably 3 or 4 games since the last one I played, but so many new mechanics and like ways to build out your country, basically. It's so sick, dude. It's so
that does sound
so
fun.
much fun.
That does sound fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Shall we hop into the old thing that we do here, the Game of Thrones?
We shall do the throning.
Before we do that, though.
Oh no!
I just realized I somehow put the exact same title up from last week.
Oh no, Scott!
Or did you do that to me? Was this a certified Zach moment? We did the Broken Man last week, Zach, and you love when I edit on the fly here. So let me just go ahead and do a little.
No, I sent you the right one.
Boopy doop. This is probably on me, but I'm gonna go ahead and blame Zach. So bear with me for a moment.
I love this high quality shit.
It's right here. So good. How did neither of us notice that? It's a little small. I
just trust you.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't.
That's a little small is definitely what you usually say about me, too.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Fixed. And I noticed before the end of the episode. Let's go. You're starting off.
We're winning.
We're winning. We're absolutely winning. That was just to see who out there in the comments was paying attention and, 2 minutes into the video had already commented. So yeah, this is a test. You all passed. Good job. Hit us with that recap.
I hate it here. All right. We begin in Braavos, with Lady Crane finding a half-dead Arya hiding backstage of her play. She patches Arya up and offers to take her with the acting troupe to Pentos, but Arya refuses. Lady Crane gives her milk of the poppy to help her sleep and heal. Elsewhere, some Brotherhood randos are camping out, having a laugh, and fingering each other's buttholes. Sounds like a Friday night.
Sounds like a great time.
So the usual.
Yeah.
Way to write the joke in. The Hound comes in with his axe and murders the ever-living shit out of them and their buttholes as well. In Marine, Tyrion's schemes with the Red Priestesses seems to have worked as they preach the good word throughout the city. Varys is not convinced. He's leaving to go make them some friends and hopefully get some ships in Westeros. In King's Landing, some of the Faith militant, led by old cousin Lancel, a.k.a. Jamie Light, a.k.a. Diet Jamie.
A.k.a. Jamie. Wish.com
a.k.a.
Jamie.
Wish.com Jamie. Come to the Red Keep and tell Cersei that the High Sparrow commands she come speak to him at the Sept of Baelor. She refuses and chooses violence. So Zombie Mountain rips a dude's head off with his bare hands. It was just true. I was there.
Yeah, definitely.
Lancel changes his mind about taking Cersei, and no one in history has ever looked more smug than Qyburn. This is also true. I was there.
Such a smug son of a bitch.
Dude, he's like, yeah. He also is a little aroused, I feel like.
100%.
A lot,
a bit. Yes, definitely.
At River Run, Brienne and Pod have arrived at the Lannister siege lines, and Brienne tells them that she's here to talk to Jaime. Bronn and Pod have a lovely reunion that's just so... truly, it's so funny.
Yes.
Brienne tells Jaime about how she found the Stark girls, and Jaime says he's proud of her. However, they are a bit at odds about their politics and allegiances. Brienne wants to try and convince the Blackfish to give up River Run and march north to help Sansa. Jaime says it's a fool's errand, but gives her his word that they can leave safely. Brienne tries to give him back the sword Oathkeeper, but Jaime says it's hers and hopes that they don't have to fight each other. Just as Jaime predicted, the Blackfish completely refuses to aid Sansa and will stay defending his home. Back in King's Landing, Uncle Kevin with an A is being a bit of a cheeky bastard, and Cersei is not happy about it.
Love that dude.
Tommy Boy makes an announcement that trial by combat is being outlawed, and he gives Cersei and Loris's trial date. Cersei is pretty shooketh, as the children say. But smug-ass Qyburn tells her that there is much more to the rumor that he has been looking into. It's so ominous, the way, it's so, much.
Still looks very smug, too.
Yes.
Back in Marine, we get another...
Scott, are you reading the Marine
I did this
paragraphs?
specifically for you.
Oh, my God, dude. I am raging hard right now.
Yeah. We get another riveting Tyrion, Missandei, and Grey Worm scene. Their joke-telling is interrupted when they're attacked by a fleet of the Master's ships, and we still don't get to hear the end of Tyrion's honeycomb and the jackass story. I am shattered. Back at River Run, Jaime chats with Edmure to try and enlist his help with taking the castle. Jaime starts with kindness, then moves to threatening Edmure's son when he's angry and uncooperative. Jaime tells him he'll slaughter every Tully he has to get back to Cersei, because she's the only one he cares about. Edmure goes to the River Run gate and demands entry, and the dipshit guards let him in against the Blackfish's protests. Once inside, Edmure immediately commands the men to surrender the castle and capture the Blackfish for the frays. The Blackfish gets Brienne and Pod out, but decides to stay behind and dies fighting for his home. Jaime sees Brienne and Pod escaping, and they share a little wave. It's so precious.
I think it's so funny, dude.
Yeah, the precious is maybe a little sarcastic.
It's so funny, dude.
Back at Marine, I get 2 Marine scenes. Joy. Things are worse than usual, and they're usually pretty bad, as the city is on fire from a constant barrage of catapults. Grey Worm is pissed at Tyrion and says that they can only defend the pyramid, when Daenerys lands Drogon on top and just strolls right in. The day is saved. Back in the Riverlands, the Hound is still on the warpath when he runs into some familiar faces. Berric Dondarrion and Thoros of Myr are hanging the rest of the men that attacked the Sept the Hound was helping build. They let him kill 2 out of the 3 for his loss, but no gutting or dismemberment. Poor Sandor. Berric and Thoros tell him that cold winds are rising in the north and that they're going up there to help stop them. They convince the Hound to come along after Berric tells him it's not too late to do some good in the world, just like Brother Ray said. Back in Braavos, Arya wakes up to find that the waif has murdered Lady Crane, so she jumps out the window. The waif chases her through the streets, and Arya injures her stab wounds again. The waif follows her blood trail into the place where Arya has hidden Needle. The waif is very confident that she'll kill Arya, but Arya puts out the lights and kills her instead.
The old lights out trick.
The old lights out trick. When she takes the waif's face to the House of Black and White...
Hey, say that 5 times fast.
I tried to say it once, and I think I did okay. To the House of Black and White, Jaqen tells her that she has finally become no one. Arya responds that she is Arya Stark of Winterfell, and she is going home. Hell yeah, Arya, finally.
And that's the episode.
Let's do this shit. That is the episode. I like this episode.
I like. Okay, good. I like this episode quite.
I like this episode quite a bit. I have some
as
problems. Usual. I have some thoughts and some feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I like this episode quite a bit.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
This kind of ramp up here at the end of season 6 we've been on, where things are getting more real and the episodes are getting really good, is continuing. Like, this isn't a dip. I think this episode is very good.
Yeah, definitely.
Where do you want to start, Zach?
Oh, buddy. Wait. Should we do something a little different?
I like this idea. You want to go bottom to top?
I was literally going to say that.
Because I know you love the old bottom to top.
Oh, dude, you always got to start at the bottom and work your way up top.
Let's just start with the Braavos shit. Fuck
yeah,
it.
let's
Actually,
start with the Braavos
isn't that
shit.
the first thing in the episode? You see, well, it doesn't even matter. We're starting with the first and the last, so fuck.
Time is a flat circle.
Time is
dude.
a fucking flat circle.
All right, let's talk about Braavos.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Obviously, Lady Crane patches up Arya. Her reasoning for why she's good at playing doctor is absurd, but I'm here for it.
It's so okay. Look, I have an overarching statement I would like to
tell me
say about this kind of climax in Braavos.
Yes, please. We're getting straight to it.
I feel like in the writer's room, they were like, hey, what's the timestamp on how long we've been in Braavos? And then somebody's like, oh, we've been here for like 7 seasons. And then another person was like, oh, shit, we got to get the fuck out of here, dude.
Truly.
And just like, I don't know. Like, I am so happy that we're moving away from the Braavos storyline. But it seems like a patchwork of bullshit at the end here.
Okay, so, agreed. And since we're getting into this now before we, like, really dive deep, remind me, I want to come back to this after we get through this, and I want to get your take. So, I 100% agree. It does feel like Arya spent 16 episodes watching this same play, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, get to the end. Finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, yeah, tell me about it. Aside from that, it's like I feel bad for Lady Crane because she seems cool. She didn't deserve that.
See, Lady Crane,
no,
yeah, I mean, yeah,
not a Lady Crane fan.
No. She, you're right. She didn't deserve that. But also, like, the scenes that we get with Lady Crane are meant to be these like heavy scenes. And when you kind of like, you take yourself out of the scene for a second, you're like who the fuck is this woman? We should not care about her, you know? Like, she's nothing. She's no one.
Yeah.
Ayo.
Yeah. I wish, okay, so I like the idea in theory of Arya, like, telling her this cool thought, this dream she has of, like, seeing what's west of Westeros and exploring that. I would have liked a little more on that, maybe, like, because there is a cool story about an Iron-born captain, a gal, I believe, who I'm pretty sure Arya knows about and is one of her heroes. I could be completely misremembering, but like, it's a really cool story about them going and exploring west of Westeros, and that could have been some cool world building here that, you know, Arya could have like talked about, but whatever, you know. I just feel like there should have been more on that, you know? Like,
I agree.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird criticism.
I mean, no, it's not like it is. It's something that you could look for because you know the story,
Sure.
but also like it's a perfect example of how like the ending of this like saga for Arya is really just kind of feels like this like strange patchwork of like, let's make the pieces fit so we can get her out of
Right.
here. You know, like, and I'm happy with the outcome, obviously,
Yes.
but it's just a little rickety getting
Right.
there, I feel like.
Like, I think where this is coming from is I think back to like the scenes between Arya and Tywin, for example, when she's telling Tywin about like her hero, one of the the Dragon Knight ladies. And it's like, that is not only really cool world building, it's really cool character building for Arya. And it's just a really interesting, good scene between two fantastic actors.
Right.
So I think about, you had a really golden opportunity to put something like that here, and you have to speed to the end in this episode, so you didn't. And it's fine, whatever, but something would have been nice there.
Right. Yeah, I feel that.
So then after Arya wakes up, this is where I have the most problems. One, because of, how did you put it, Zach? How does the waif run?
The waif is basically the villain from Terminator 2. The
T-1000.
T-1000.
She's literally runs
She
like
is the
T-1000.
fucking T-1000, dude. Like, it is okay. Like, you know how in previous episodes we've given Arya shit because she's not a good, like,
magical assassin. Yeah,
magical
I still
assassin.
feel that, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. But also the waif, who's supposed to be like the leveled up version of her, right? Like the fully completed training version of her.
Yep.
Why? Like, why is Arya alive? You know, like, obviously. Well, I mean, it's like, I guess what I'm saying is like, this is some extremely thick plot armor.
Yes.
You know, like, to get her through this.
That is a big beef I have, because this show has been so good at not dealing in plot armor for so many seasons and has done such a good job with it. This is like when Arya does her like jump into like the market stairs. It's like when you're at the grocery store with your mom and you're like, "Mom, can we get Jason Bourne?" It's like, "No, we have Jason Bourne at home," and it's Arya just tumbling down the fucking steps for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So all this happens, right? So she's bleeding everywhere. The waif comes in, and she somehow happened to get to the spot where she previously hid Needle. Fine, whatever, don't care. Turns off the lights. Hey, she's really good at fighting blind because she was blind for so long. I get it, blah, blah, right?
Yeah.
What I need to know, and here's the thing I wanted to come back to.
Tell me, baby girl, because I need to know.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Am I meant to believe that this was all some sort of extremely elaborate bait? I don't know, Zach.
I legit don't. And you know what, dude? You're at the top layer of the cake. There's a cherry on top that makes me feel the same way, because when she finally gets to Jaqen,
yes, she seems totally fine.
And yeah, she seems fine. And also, she's like, "No, I'm Arya Stark of Winterfell," and Jaqen is like,
well, he like kind of frowns at first, but then he's like, "All right, you little scamp, you got me. Get out of here."
Yeah, exactly. And so like it was all of this some trial for her, like to train her and give her the tools she needs to go be like.
Further back from where I'm thinking, yes, you're absolutely right. Was Jaqen all a bait? Was this
right? Because it's so that this is what I mean. Okay, and also let me just please, before you fucking peoples out there start saying, "Oh, Zach doesn't want Arya to live," or dumb shit like that.
Even a little bit.
It's not even a little bit. She just, I love her so much, and like this is just such a, I think, a really, really rough put together arc for her.
Because here's my other problem.
She deserves better.
Like I just said a minute ago, she's still very bad at this. And yet she has just completed her training. Unless, again, this is some just extremely elaborate bait, because you know what made me think this time watch through was the way she like drags her bloody hand along the wall to like help lead the waif in. And I'm like, is this a bait? Like, is Arya like so like in the 9th dimension that she is like tumbling down the stairs and bleeding all over the place on purpose, and she's not actually really that hurt, but she's just luring the waif in because she knows she can't like go through the rest of her life with the waif chasing her. She just wants to kill the waif.
I mean, if this was an anime, then the answer would be yes.
100%. Maybe that's where my headspace
you fell into my trap.
Yes.
She fell into one of the classic blunders,
because dude. Even when we talked about several episodes about her being seemingly so oblivious, just standing on that bridge, just asking to get stabbed.
Yeah.
I'm like, was this all maybe
is this all a ruse?
What would have been really cool is if like she had like some kind of padding or like something underneath to where like, yeah, she got stabbed a little bit, but like to bleed, but it's not actually that bad. If she'd like pulled out a magazine or something from underneath her shirt, I don't know, dude. I'm so baffled by this. I just don't know.
Yeah, truly.
Because either she's an amazing magical, like 50 steps ahead bait master assassin who has just completed her training.
Bait master? Let's reverse that.
No, I don't want to. Or.
No, I don't
wanna. Or I think she's still extremely bad at being a magical assassin, yet she has just completed her assassin training.
And also, okay, are we to understand that like this was the final trial of her training? Is to kill okay, hold on. Is this like a Jedi, or I'm sorry, like a Sith, like two, like you can only have two. You've got Jaqen, and now that she wants to be,
the waif has
like she has to kill the other one.
Yeah. And listen, Lady Crane died anyway. You know, that was part of the whole thing, I guess. Is, you know, they're owed their name. We're griping about this a lot, but it truly is. It's just like, especially knowing what's ahead, what's coming. It's like. But when does Arya get the level up though? Like when does that happen? Because from what I can see, she still tumbled like 1,000 feet down those steps and was bleeding everywhere.
She was just committed to the bit. Dude.
She was very committed to the bit. When does she, quote, get good? Like when does Arya level up?
Truly.
Maybe it is just a ruse. It's just all an elaborate ruse.
So, okay, is it a ruse on Arya's side?
That's what I'm saying. It almost feels like that's what they want you to believe. Because I'm telling you, then when she walks out of the room where Jaqen's in, she seems like not hurt even a little bit. Mm-hmm. When she was like about to fight the waif, it was like brink of death shit. And now suddenly she had a magazine under there. She seems fine. Like she seems totally fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Okay, and then also, one last thing.
Yeah.
So, Jaqen sees the waif's face on the wall. And we've kind of already said this, but like I want to ask you directly.
Yeah.
Jaqen sees the waif's face on the wall, in the Hall of Faces, and looks at Arya almost in a way of like, well, this is what I expected all along. Like a girl is finally no one.
Yeah.
As she's holding Needle, which is Arya's sword, at his heart. Like, was he saying that because he's like, shit, I don't want to die? Like, let me just like,
no.
Let me just be like, hey, dude, nice job, bro.
He just has to keep up his cool guy aura. Like on the inside, he's thinking like, fuck, what the shit? She can't do anything right. What is this?
It's so bad, dude. Like this area, this period. And look, guys, if we are missing something like super obvious,
Yeah.
let us know.
For real.
But also maybe we just ruined this arc for you if you guys like that. It's rough, man.
Yeah.
This is this section of the show is like a step and a half away from the Dorne storyline to me.
Oh boy. It's not that bad for me.
I place them in like when I think of parts of Game of Thrones that I really don't enjoy, it's Dorne in this.
It's certainly one of the lowest.
And,
like, this whole storyline is one of the lowest storylines of season 6. Like, for sure.
And 5.
True. Yeah. Also that. Yeah. Jeez. But I do still get like a little like, like goosebumps, a little joy and tingle, excitement when Arya says, "I am Arya Stark of Winterfell and I'm going home." Like, and yet that still hits me. And I'm like, you're still rad and I still want to love you. I just like,
let's just put this behind us.
Bad at it sometimes.
Yeah.
True. Let's put it behind us. Let's see. Bottom to top. This is difficult. What's next here? The Hound, I guess. We're hitting the Hound now.
You mean what's actually next from the beginning of the episode also?
Is it really just...
fuck this.
Is this whole episode just a sandwich? What are we doing here?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe that's the key to writing a good episode.
Maybe that's...
So, all right, we'll just go top to bottom.
Yeah. No, we're bottom to top. We can't abandon this bit now.
I mean, it's the same.
So he kills these dudes with the fingering butthole. Whatever. It's so dumb.
I saw, like, I was watching this and was like, oh, hey, here's the classic season 5, 6, 7, and 8 dialogue right here that's happening. This is... it's funny. I mean, like, listen, it's funny. I'm laughing at it.
I'm not going to be all snooty and turn my nose up about it. The best part, as usual, is just Rory McCann being the Hound when he's like, "You're shit at dying, you know that?" And just like, fuck you, come on, you can do better than that.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Actually, what's really funny after this dude sticks his finger in the dude's asshole is that he smells it. And he's like, oh, it almost smells.
You fucking would say that. That's literally the least funny part. No, shut the I hate you. I hate that you brought that up. That's literally the dumbest part of the whole section.
It's so fucking funny, dude.
God, you're the worst. Why am I friends with you?
It's bad funny.
Then we get to 3 seasons gone. Thoros and Berric. Last time we saw them was all the way back in season 3, Zachy boy.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see these guys back again. They're interesting characters. I
like Thoros' little top knot.
Mm-hmm. Berric's looking sexy with the fucking
eye patch.
Eye patch makes your cool points go up at least by 5. And, there's fun back and forth here with them where, they're bartering for how many he gets to kill and in what way he gets to kill them. It's good fun. Love it. He calls them a bunch of Nancys because they won't let him cut off one hand, which is very good stuff. And then I do love the way that they tied, convincing the Hound to come with them back to the Brother Ray stuff.
To Brother Ray. Yeah, for sure.
Like, that was really well done. We loved that episode, obviously. And, he hits him with the same line, like, it's not too late to do some good in this world. Which is probably one of the very few things he could have said to get the Hound to join them. Yeah, and I think it's good stuff. I'm happy that the Hound is back in the story, obviously.
Get to see some Hound wiener in this episode. That's cool. I was so positive. This is going to be a Scott book tangent. Do you know about, like, what happens with Berric in the books? Post, like, what we've already seen in the show? I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you know about the character Lady Stoneheart, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When they did the close-up of, like, well, the Hound's wee-wee, and the stream here, when he's pissing in the stream, I was so positive we were about to get Lady Stoneheart.
Oh.
I was like, when I first watching this, obviously,
Sure.
I was like, oh, here it comes. This is because I mean they find her like washed up in the river.
Right. Okay.
And I was like, it's so weird that I don't know why they do a close up of the stream here.
Maybe it's for people
I think
like
it is.
you.
I think they're deliberately trolling me, and it's just like, you motherfuckers. Anyway, that's just a quick aside. Anything else you wanted to say about the Hound in here?
No, I mean, just I really, really enjoy the fact that like the Hound is one of those characters that has the ability to like have funny scenes, have like hardcore, like angry, violent scenes, and then also have these quiet like conversation scenes, and they all somehow just like work. Like there's characters where like that's the only thing they do, and that's totally fine, and they're good at it. But like I love that we get so much like richness around the Hound,
Yes.
and just so. I mean, you said it, but like, just so glad that he's like back in the story.
Love him. They had to stick him with one very season 5 line though. Did you catch that one where he's like, "I prefer chicken," and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
okay, like you really had to. Hey, remember that? Remember that episode? That was a good episode, huh? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was. It was better than that.
Didn't you guys laugh? Wasn't that so fun?
He prefers chicken. Get it? Anyway, that's a dumb quibble. I'm still going bottom to top, Zach. Let's see. Shit.
King's Landing?
No, Marine.
Oh,
See,
okay.
you're going top to bottom. You blew it. So, you know, okay. In the recap, I made fun of the Tyrion Grey Worm, and
I was gonna say, dude, I laughed.
that being said, I do kind of enjoy this one, mostly because of your girl.
Yes,
because
dude.
her
That laugh and that smile.
just lights up a goddamn room like unbelievably.
Truly, dude.
She is truly gorgeous. And that laugh is just amazing. Holy shit.
God, that was strong.
Zach fell for her all over again, I'm sure, in that moment. I did a little bit too. You know what? It's kind of a fun scene. I'll give it to him.
It's fun. This is obviously, I mean, it's kind of like fan service in a way, but like, but if you're gonna do it like, I mean, make it fun.
Yeah.
You know, like make it actually like character, like true to character and fun. And they did it.
I love the little bit where Miss Ande's like, okay, I'll tell a joke, and Tyrion like perks up and like sits up and like is all excited to hear it, and then she tells it, and there's just like it's like crickets for a moment, and he's just like, oh, ha 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 ha, because he wants.
But his fake laugh is so funny, dude. He's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, dude. It's like he realizes he's like, I'll never get her to tell another joke ever fucking again if I don't, like encourage her here. It's fun, it's sweet, it's cute.
And then the fact that Grey Worm's like, I've been a soldier all my life. You think I haven't heard a fucking joke? Yeah. And then he's like, you lied. And he's like, I told a joke.
It's very dumb.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
Dude. It's so stupid. But it works.
For it, yeah. And then obviously the fleet attacks and Daenerys.
Dude, you ever just see a storyline that's supposed to be epic and just like be like,
yes, I have. As a matter of fact, Zach. I think it's this one right here.
Dude, it's so...
I spy with my little eye one of those storylines.
Oh, dude, it's so...
Listen,
like...
I will say, Daenerys strolling in her new fit, it's kind of cool. I'm into it. I'm not in Daenerys, stan, obviously.
What I really want to see, Scott, is I want to see how she got off of Drogon on the tip of that pyramid and got down to that window to walk in.
No.
Like, what contraption, like, was she...
Drogon,
like scaling down? Like, how did that happen?
Drogon built her a ladder. I don't know what you want.
Dude, it was like one of those hanging, like, helicopter ladders.
Yes, exactly. It's, yeah, well, no, maybe she was just, like, dangling from... Do you remember... This is so specific. Do you remember the end of GoldenEye, the game on the N64, where James jumps onto the helicopter at the end and it flies away with him still dangling there? Maybe Drogon flew all the way to the pyramid with Daenerys just dangling from him underneath. That's what I choose to believe.
Or like it's like a Mission Impossible on the side of the plane.
Yes, which you haven't seen.
I haven't seen, but I've seen interviews about it.
You fucker. Those movies are great. I don't know. Do you have an aversion to spy movies? Because aren't you the guy that hasn't seen a single James Bond movie since like Money Pussy or something like that too?
No,
it's Octopussy. Yeah. Wait, shit.
Yeah. I wouldn't have even known because I haven't seen... I may have seen one James Bond movie.
Why do you hate spy movies, bro?
They're just real corny, dude.
Nah.
Like, they're just real fucking cheesy.
They're fun.
And fake.
Have you seen the Jason Bourne movies?
As we're talking.
Yeah. But dragons landing on pyramids to fight off ships. So real. Also, spies are actually real and exist.
No, man.
So fake. Anyway, let's talk about dragons. You're the fucking worst.
Spies ain't real, dude.
Spies ain't real. That ain't real shit. Anyway, anything else about Marine, bud?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I think that's
cool.
You pretty much hit everything there. Let's talk about River Run.
Let's
is that next?
talk about River Run. It is.
Hell yeah. No, actually. No, it is. You're right.
No, it is. Yeah, you're still going
lost.
top to bottom. Yeah, we're all lost.
Yeah.
Hit us with what happens in River Run, Zach?
All right, so River Run, I think this is my favorite section of the episode.
I would probably agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, definitely.
Yeah, because we just get a lot happening. I mean, we get Brienne, Jaime, which I truly enjoy this scene, and
I think it's solid.
Brienne's never like. I feel like she's not often like the part of the equation of like a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
And she shows up and it's good. I enjoy the scene quite a bit. I think it like gives us a chance to flesh out the Jaime that like people started admiring and caring for a little bit more, but also like seeing that he is grappling with like who he believes he is and who other people believe he is, you know? It is interesting. I mean, I do know a lot of people at the time, and this actually might be good to speak to. A lot of people at the time saw that, like this scene and the scene that we'll talk about here in a second with Edmure, where he is like just saying like that, you know, he loves Cersei and that, you know, he wants to get back to Cersei and kind of how like he's a little standoffish with Brienne, but still does care for her. Like a lot of people were saying like, oh, like his character, like all the character building we've got is going to shit. Like a lot of people were upset about that. And minor spoiler warning, people are going to say that again in a couple of seasons.
I was going to say, was that now or was that later?
No. It was I know that it was both, yeah. And I've always felt like here and then later also I'll probably end up saying the same thing, but like I just like that like not everybody becomes a better person from a situation, you know, like not like that doesn't like not everybody comes out the other side better.
Yep.
You know, like that's real life. And I kind of like that. Obviously, like when we're talking about a fantasy story, like it maybe is not like the best way to tell that character's story, but I like that it's like he's so conflicted and like can't find his footing and what he's committing to now, I feel like is him trying to be true to himself.
Right. Well, also bear in mind, we know that, you know, for how badly Jaime Lannister is looked upon by the world, like we know he's not that bad of a person. Like, you know, we know the real story of why he killed Ares,
Right.
and you know how many thousands of lives that he saved. Now, does that make him a good person? Did he not do other bad things? No, most definitely he did. And,
Right.
you know, he did plenty of dishonorable and, you know, terrible things or whatever you want to say. But I agree. I don't think this is like out of character or throwing away his character building like at all. I think that notion is ridiculous.
I agree. Like it's kind of like, I mean, we've done some like crossover references to like these two characters before. Like it's kind of like the Snape thing, you know, like
true.
He has some redeeming things at the end that are great and really help kind of put a lot of things in perspective, but it doesn't change the fact that in a lot of cases, dude's a piece of shit.
I think,
you know,
I think too quickly and easily people are let's paint everything with too broad a brush. You know, it's black or it's white, and it's just life isn't like that. And I don't believe that good, you know, fiction or storytelling is like that either. Generally speaking,
Right.
You know, it can be on occasion, like, you know, like you think about Lord of the Rings,
John.
pretty black and white, you know, but
right.
you know, it doesn't always have to be that way. Yeah, John, another good example, but
Right.
yeah, I guess I didn't love this Jaime Brienne scene probably as much as you did. Maybe because maybe some part of me is thinking it can never live up to the Jaime Brienne scene.
Sure.
And that's unfair, I realize.
Yeah, that's really unfair.
It's just like I don't know. I personally enjoyed the Jaime Edmure scene a lot.
Oh
more.
yeah.
Like I
well,
thought that
sure,
scene
yeah.
was fantastic.
I do think that's like, oh, I mean that is a better scene.
Okay, all right,
for
fair
sure.
enough, fair enough.
But just we were getting there.
Yeah. All right,
You know?
all right, fair. I will say I do like how, you know, he, you know, tells her to keep the sword. It's yours. It's always been yours. And, you know, he's, you know, he makes it clear he doesn't want to like fight her, be enemies with her. But at the same time, he's not like ruling it out. Like, you know, he just kind of says, what does he say? Like, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Well, and I like, and I'm, you know, I'm gonna give Brienne some kudos here. I really like, particularly how they kind of come to this like unspoken agreement. I mean, spoken agreement, but also like there's a lot unspoken as well. And she's walking out, and she like you can definitely tell that her character is like, I feel a lot of like love for this person. And I have to just say this, and she turns to him and is like I will be honor bound to fight for Sansa's kin. You know, should this go south, and that means I'll have to fight against you. And it's very, I mean, it is really heartbreaking. Like I don't usually feel that like tug from a Brienne scene, because I do generally think she's like really vanilla. But boy, you stick her with Jaime, and like and more comes out for me for some reason.
Truly.
And that's not to diminish like Gwendolyn Christie's acting. It's not just because of Jaime. Like I want to give that credit to her, because I was definitely like, damn, dude, like that's heavy. And then Jaime follows it up with like, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, he's really saying that because he does not want that smoke. Like, he would get thrashed by Brienne with one hand. Let's be real. Real quick, we have to talk about the pod Bronn scene briefly, because I didn't know how much I needed these two like back together here briefly until I saw it, because it's so much fun. Like, man, Bronn is just, when Bronn gets on a roll, he's fucking, his hand gets so hot. He's just sinking dimes from everywhere. He's unstoppable. Like, it's just like, he has like 12 lines in a row here that are all gold. What do you say? Like, she's been training you to fight, huh? How come you let this old cunt sneak up on you then? It's just like, he's so good. He's so funny. He smacks the ever living shit out of Pod. It's just so good. I love him to death.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to fight like this.
Yeah.
Just boom.
Just
Yeah.
bah!
It also
Always assume everyone wants to hit you because you're Squire Pod. They do.
I had I almost forgot. There's a line when like back in one of the Hound scenes when he confronts Berric and Thoros. I really liked it. I meant to mention it. You got me all fucked up because we're going backwards here.
Yeah,
okay?
truly, Zach has no idea.
Dude, I know. I'm just so lost. Someone call my mommy. Tell her I want to go home. So the one of the Brotherhood like guys has his bow drawn on the Hound, and I love that he's like put the bow down, and he calls him a girl.
Yeah.
And then he says,
"Tougher girls than you.
You have tried to kill me," and it's just like,
I think what's funny about that is I think in that moment he's thinking about both Arya and Brienne.
Yes,
that's definitely not just a Brienne thing.
No,
that's
he's thinking about Arya.
An Arya
also.
thing for sure too.
Absolutely, and I fucking love that, dude. Like, I cannot ever truly express how much I just adore the Hound's relationship with Arya.
It's so good. We cherished those episodes, but we did not cherish them enough, Zach. Like I miss them already.
It's not possible.
So no, it's truly not. I miss them already.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Back to let's talk about Edmure.
Yes.
That's a hell of a scene.
This was definitely my favorite scene of the episode. I like the dynamic they gave them where Edmure keeps trying to be like, well, I don't care. Don't talk about this or whatever. And Jaime's like, fucking shut the hell up, bitch. You're my prisoner. Like, I'll talk about whatever I want to, and I'm going to do it. And you just going to sit there and take it. You going to take it.
Take it.
And I really love that dynamic between them. And, Edmure keeps trying to play the, like, how do you live with yourself card, or like you're pure evil, or this or that, whatever. Right. And Jaime's just like, I don't know, man. That's for the gods to decide. Like, doesn't bother me. Like, who are you to tell me?
Right.
And it's just very good back and forth between them. Like, I loved this scene a lot.
I love you pointed it out either earlier or in the recap, how it kind of starts off like a little snarky, like a little shit talky,
right?
And then it turns real fast,
right? Well, because first he's like trying to be nice to him a little bit. We're like, yeah, I can give you and your wife, nice rooms at Castle Rock. Train your boy. He can be a knight, have a keep of his own. Blah blah blah. And Edmure basically spits in the face of that. So Jaime's like, okay, I can play that game too. Yeah, that turn is, you're right. It gets pretty dark.
It gets dark, quickly. Man. Like like talking about his kid, and then he gets real close, and I love the close-up shot. It is like, it really puts us in that shit with him.
Yes.
And he's like, I'll send for your child. I'll send for your son. And Edmure freaks out. And then he straight up is like, I'll launch him in a catapult during the siege. Like, I don't care. Like he's like, it's so cruel and callous that he is just like, I need to show you that I truly do not give a fuck, like, how fucked up or how good I have to be,
right,
to get to what I want.
Right.
So like, I don't play that shit, right, dude. I will do this.
I love that he just like, and this isn't the first time he's done this too. Like, he did it with Catelyn, where he's just like, I love Cersei, and you can sneer, like laugh at that. I don't care. Like, it is what it is, and I will do anything to get back to her. So what does he say? Like, I will slaughter every Tully in that castle if I have to.
Right.
And, obviously, Edmure believes him. And that has a...
Well, I just think the way that Jaime went about that conversation, like, how could he not?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
I mean, he already thinks Jaime's a piece of shit, obviously.
right. But then you show a little bit of who you are.
Right.
You let them see a little peek, and then they know, like, they see the conviction because of that.
Yep.
And yeah, man, Edmure's like, yeah, dude, fuck, I don't want all my people. I don't want my son to be killed because of this.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a hell of a scene. Nikolai Coster-Waldau always, I mean, just showing up when he needs to.
What I will say, what I disliked about this section, and I do have a quibble here, is I don't buy this dipshit Tully guard. Like, I wish they had handled this differently. Like, I just have a hard... Like, the Blackfish is such a respected military commander. Like, men just turning on him so easily here, I don't buy it. Now...
Yeah, I could see that.
If they had played these guys are terrified for their lives and just want the fighting to end, and, you know, like that angle of it more than, oh, he's the Lord of Riverrun and we have to follow his commands. Like, I could buy that more, and I wish they had gone with that angle where it's like more just they're scared and they want to stop the fighting, you know, so they want to surrender, more so than playing it off as like, oh no, he's the Lord of Riverrun and we have to follow his orders. And then he's like so shocked when Edmure comes in and tells him, you know, like, no, we're surrendering. I didn't love that. I didn't buy that.
Now, I remember, I'm going to ask you to go into book mode for a second here, and I know you're going to love that. I feel like I remember, like, our first time ever watching this, you expressed like some like major differences of, like, I'm trying to remember what it was now. Was it like at this point, Jaime and Cersei are not okay with each other?
Correct.
Is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Okay. Like, they're like very mad at each other.
Yeah. Especially Jaime. Because
this happens a lot. I feel like you told me this happens a lot sooner after Jaime helps Tyrion escape.
For sure, correct. He leaves King's Landing not long after that, and that's where the whole, like I said, kind of the butterfly effect of the Tyrion Jaime parting, which I had a big problem with during, you know, the children episode, where I'm like, I feel like the way it affects both of these characters is too great going forward, because yes, basically at their parting, when it is not friendly at all, Tyrion tells him, you know, Cersei has been unfaithful to him, has been fucking Lancel and all these other people, and Jaime is like grappling with that, basically, like, you know, whether or not he believes Tyrion, you know, whether or not he can trust Cersei, and Cersei's still in prison at that point. So yeah, she basically calls for him to come help her because she's in prison, and Jaime, like, I don't care, and like burns the letter or something. So yeah, he is super not into her at that time.
Gotcha. Does this confrontation happen with Brienne in the books?
No, at least it has not. Well, I don't really want to say. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Kind of, sort of, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just curious, like, how it would have gone with him not being like, yeah, I love Cersei, I need to get back to Cersei,
well,
you know?
Yeah, to my recollection, he relatively early, he does retake Riverrun in the books, but he's like doing other stuff still, like kind of resolving other disputes in the Riverlands still, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
So. Okay.
Yeah, I was just curious. That's I always love the Jaime storytelling. Yeah. So just wanted to ask.
Definitely.
Let's get the fuck out of the Riverlands.
Yeah, are we getting anything here?
Oh, well, I mean,
the
so long to the Blackfish.
That is what I wanted to touch on. I feel like I remember a lot of people having a big problem with him dying off screen here, and I don't. I think he gets his little moment where he, you know, he kind of says, like, I haven't been in a proper sword fight for years. I'll probably make a damn fool of myself, but this is my home. This is where I choose to die. I think this is a fine way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine send off, but also like so many people that like we love and care about, and who are just cool. We get to see more from them,
True.
so it might feel a little lackluster. I can get where people are coming from. I'm not upset, but like it would have been nice to see a little more.
Yeah, I suppose. I really feel like it was handled fine. Did you want to talk about the wave real quick?
Dude. Okay, it's what, fucking 4:30 in the morning. Like, it's dark as
They
shit
have fucking
out.
eagle eyes, bro.
Dude, these
They can.
and what's even funnier is that like he sees that they're rowing.
Yeah, why would Brienne turn around at that exact moment?
Exactly, dude. Exactly. And it's not like a hey, like it's just like a
It's pretty funny.
it's so
Well, listen,
fucking
this is the
stupid,
same exact
dude.
beef I had with like Jon and Sir Alistair having their stare down from like when Jon's at the bottom of the 800-foot wall and they fucking have this stare down at each other, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
It's the stare,
Yeah, they literally have binoculars. That'd be great.
bro.
Okay. Oh, one quick thing we missed that I did want to touch on real quick. I thought the very quick Varys and Tyrion scene we got in Marine was decent. I was like, hey, good Varys and Tyrion scenes again. I love to see that.
Yeah, you can talk about it because I don't have any notes.
Well, it's fine. There's nothing I want to say about it. I just thought it was a decent
okay.
little talk between the
Great.
two of them. Anyway, King's Landing is last. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So we got Uncle Kevin with an A.
Yeah. Well, before that,
Did I skip ahead?
you skipped it. Yeah,
Dude, I can't do this. Bottom
we're
the
never
top
doing
thing.
this again.
We're never doing
Cousin
it again.
Cousin Lancel.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Diet Jaime.
Diet Jaime, yes.
He's like, hey, yo, you coming with us?
Hey, yo, over here.
Hey, yo, let's go.
Let's go over here.
And Cersei's like, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
I choose violence, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to say. Just that we get to see a guy's head ripped off.
That was pretty cool.
That was,
Lancel changed his mind real quick. He's like,
he was like, oh, shit.
yeah, he's like, we'll fight this. Like, I'll throw down. And then he sees that. He's like, actually, I think I left the stove on. Well, I gotta go.
You know what I find very funny about this scene is that the one dude sticks him in the chest, and when the mountain grabs this dude by the throat and holds him up, the other people are already running away.
Yeah, they know shit's about to get real, brother.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, like, if they don't realize, like...
You think they should, like, triple team his ass.
Yeah, like, fucking jump him, dude.
Definitely.
Like, what are we doing here?
I feel like they'd still lose, but definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would win, but, like, they're swinging a big dick, and then one of their friends tries to attack him, and they're like, nah, we're out.
No,
bro.
yeah, seriously, these guys are not homies. They are just like, they do not have your back in a fight. These are not the guys you want with you.
Yeah, dude. Not okay.
Sure.
Yeah, and then we get to see Qyburn just like,
oh, the smuggest son of a bitch ever.
Yeah. Dude is rigid.
Yeah, just raging hard. I love cheeky Uncle Kevin. Him just giving Cersei the business here, where he's like, "There is to be a royal announcement in the throne room right now." I'm just like, yeah, I love you, Uncle Kevin with an A.
Yeah.
You're my fucking dude.
It's funny because like, you ever? Well, no, you love your nieces and nephews.
I do. Yeah.
Like, can you picture the dynamic of like having a friend who has kids, or like having a brother or sister who has kids, that you're such a spoiled fucking cunt.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I feel like that's Uncle Kevin with Cersei.
Totally.
Like I'm so happy that I'm in charge right now.
This is a very his older brother moment. This is a very Tywin moment, by the way, too, where like Tywin to Joffrey being like, you are being counseled at this very moment.
At this very moment.
Or like, we can arrange to have you carried. Like, this is Uncle Kevin with an A, like, channeling Big Bro just a little bit. Just a little bit, and I love it.
It's very good. Hell yeah. So there's this big announcement, and it's very good on the kid that plays Tommen. Because you can see how like visibly uncomfortable he is.
Big time.
Truly, man. So Tommen is like, hey, like the twin pillars, the faith,
twin
and the
pillars.
Isn't that what they are? The pillars.
You got it.
Whatever.
Just the way you said it was very funny. Hey,
You
we
had me
got these
thinking I was
twin
wrong.
pillars over here.
Yeah. These fucking two pillars. And he's like, look, if you guys go against the faith, if you guys are bad, you're gonna get fucked up. Also,
Drew, if you guys are bad, you're gonna get fucked up. Drew.
And then he's like, and also, we got the dates set for the trial.
Nailed it.
And then he's like, oh shit, I gotta say this part. He's like,
he don't want to do this.
Also, no more trial by combat. Okay, bye guys.
Okay, I'll see you later. Yeah, this listen, like you said, props to him. He did a great job of looking very uncomfortable. Props to Lena Headey as usual, because she looks just shattered by this, because her whole thing, her whole confidence has obviously been completely based in I have the mountain. And yeah, this, like, you can tell, like, the look on her face, she just feels completely betrayed by old Tommy Boy. And
do you think this is a direct response to them seeing how what a monster the mountain is?
Very possibly, or that, I mean, this could have already been in the works too. Like, they know that dude is like fucking something else. So,
well, and even Loras too. Loras is a great fighter. So,
what does Loras have to do with anything?
Well, because he's also on trial.
Oh, right. You said Loras, and in my head I was thinking Lancel. I was like, what?
Yeah, Lancel's a great fighter.
I'm sorry, what?
Fucking Diet Jaime, great fighter, dude.
He fucking lasted about 10 seconds at the Battle of Blackwater. Yeah, Jaime, so not in a good way. Like you said, I think earlier, extremely ominous the way this scene ends, though, with Qyburn still raging hard, being like, the rumor, Your Grace. The rumor! So we shall see where that leads. Anything else?
I think that's it, man. That's about it. It's a good episode.
We probably definitely missed something because of the bullshit way we went through this.
Yeah, you fucked me.
You
fucked me upside down.
Listen. Let's also, we went to like the least exciting thing for the end. That's how you get the watch time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go to Who Be Thrown In.
Who Be Thrown In.
Where we last left off, our boy the Hound had taken the number 1 spot on his triumphant return episode. Davos had claimed number 2, Jaime Lannister at 3, Lyanna Mormont being a little baller at 4, and the Blackfish, always a baller. Love to see him at number 5. Zach, I'm gonna tell you right up front. I made a discovery earlier this week, and I'm on a mission.
Okay.
And that mission is to get Bronn on this list.
Oh, my lord.
Bronn has been the most disrespected character in Who Be Thrown In history. I seen the stats this week, Zachary. And let me tell you,
the stats?
No, I'm not going to bring up the stats, but I am going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Bronn has somehow, despite being one of my favorite characters, and I know a character you like a lot, I want you to take a wild guess as to how many times Bronn has appeared on the list.
Probably less than 5.
It is actually exactly 5. Do you want to know the kind of fucking dipshits that he is tied in points with?
No. This is gonna make me upset.
Yeah, it is, because it makes me upset. He has the same amount of points as your boy Stannis, your boy Roose Bolton, and maybe damning of all, he has the same amount of points as Ned Stark.
Oh, shit.
Who, A, did not live past the first season, and B, was kind of a giant dipshit through most of that season.
Yeah.
Bronn has been criminally underrepresented, and I love his scenes in this episode, and it is my mission to get him on this list.
You mean you love his scene?
Shit, is it just one?
It's just one.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, I love his scene.
Look, man, I hate to break it to you, dude. As much as we love Bronn, because you're not alone in this.
All right.
And that these stats do make me feel like that's not great.
Mm-hmm.
Bronn is comedic relief. And
that hurts me.
I mean, dude, it's the fucking truth, man. And it's not our fault that when Bronn decides to show up and do his thing, other people are also doing their thing and doing it obviously better than him. That's not our fault.
You know who has the same amount of appearances but more points than Bronn? Sansa and Olenna.
Yeah, man.
What is Olenna if not comedic relief?
They're doing... I mean, but she's also a political player, so she's doing moves. She's... Making things.
Let's put a pin in this. First of all, Lyanna can come down. Obviously, she was not in this episode.
So can Davos.
Davos can come down. Jaime.
These other 3 might be on the list.
Jaime stays. The Blackfish doesn't stay. No shot. Like, I love the Blackfish, but he takes nothing but else. He
goes out like a baller.
Yeah, but we don't even see it.
Oh, now you have a problem with it.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But no shot.
Okay,
no
right,
shot.
That's fair.
The Hound and Jaime, yes, have a very strong case, as per usual. Who do you think makes this list? I mean, there's one big, very obvious candidate. I'll just say it. It's Arya.
Right.
His ass was not remembering Arya.
I just don't love her stuff.
I mean,
here,
sure,
dude.
but come on.
It just wasn't what I was thinking.
It was the most elaborate ruse of all time, I guess. I'm giving her credit for that. No, but seriously, who are you thinking?
Do we give like...
Don't say what I think you're about to say.
Like Tommen or the High Sparrow?
I knew you were about to say that, and no.
I mean,
I'd rather give it to fucking Kyber for his fucking raging erection and his rumors and his zombie mountain.
Do we give it to the Mountain?
No. He's a literal empty shell. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Bronn's making this list, bro.
Bronn might make the list because there's not a lot of hitters in this. Not only because Bronn is...
Because he's been disrespected and he deserves it.
No.
There is someone we're forgetting.
If he makes the list, it's because he deserves it this week. That period. That's how all characters work.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I hate you so much.
We're forgetting something, surely. Arya, obviously, in Braavos.
Do we give credit to Daenerys for showing back up on Drogon?
I mean, all she did was show up. She hadn't done anything yet. Brienne?
Missandei, dude, that laugh.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, if we're going to give
she told
Bronn
a really
credit
good joke
to make us laugh, we got to give Missandei some credit for looking that goddamn good and having that cute of a laugh.
This is super cute laugh. Holy shit.
Dude.
But no, I am on a mission. I brought stats. I brought figures. Give me a real answer, and I will... There's still room for one more on here with Braun.
I know, dude. That's a... I'm not trying to make a case against Braun making the list, dude.
Well, it sure seems like it. Tyrion's a big no. I mean, I can... It's just tough because the High Sparrow wasn't in this episode. So, like, I know he's behind the scenes. I was going to say Brienne. Maybe.
She has a good scene, and she escapes.
She does escape. She gets to keep a Valyrian steel sword. That's a big deal. Has Brienne ever made the list?
I think she has.
Yeah, she has. Okay. I thought so. Yeah, dude. Edmure. He's the Lord of Riverrun again, baby.
Oh my god.
Uncle Kevin.
I mean, Kevin could make the list. No, he couldn't.
My man is trying so hard to get Braun off over here.
I'm not trying to go
Kevin
against Braun.
Make the list.
I do feel like we've got to be missing something.
I'm looking through this whole thing and we're really not. Unless you want to talk about like either Berric or Thoros, but I mean, I don't think they did.
I don't think
anything
so.
Enough. Okay, let's start arranging. Jaime or Arya has to be one. I feel.
Okay, well then let's go Jaime for sure.
All right, I kind of think that's a pretty big W for Arya, but it's also a big W for Jaime, and I like scenes more, so I feel that. Are you fine with Arya too?
Sure.
Boy, wow, you're really... Okay, who would you put? The Hound?
Probably.
He's fun, and he gets his revenge, but I don't think that's nearly to the extent of what Arya did. Okay, fuck it, sure, I'll put the Hound, dude. You don't have to tell me twice.
Legitimately, her, like, the scale of what she has accomplished and what she is doing now is so just like dampened by how bad I feel like her scenes are.
Is it because she's really bad at free running?
She is pretty fucking terrible at free running. I just wish that like this stuff was a little more thoughtful for her.
Oh, definitely, and I agree.
And I still in the same way that we recommend people be on the list because of how good their scene is.
Yes, true.
I feel the same in negative for her.
No, and that's fair. I just think that in this instance, her graduating magical assassin school and having the badass line of...
Did she even graduate, though?
It's a ruse.
Or did she drop out?
It's an elaborate ruse, Zach.
Dude, she just got a GED, bro.
She got her certificate.
It's a fucking trade school. It's not real college.
Arya drops out and is immediately like, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. I'm taking my talents to Winterfell.
Dude.
Listen, she knows she's the number one draft pick. She can drop out of high school and go straight to the NBA, is what I'm trying to say here.
Can she, though?
Yes. I agree with everything you're saying. It's just that I like I said, I still get huge chills and big vibes from that end moment because I do have such a connection and love Arya so much.
Well, I get big chills when I see the Hound's wee-wee, so...
Okay, true. All right, done. Arya at 3. The Hound at Arya at 3. I mean, say less, fam.
All right.
Okay, so we're agreed that Braun is 4th then. I think that's a good talk, Zach. I think the camera cut out there for a second, but our reasoning were sound. Okay, cool. Is there anyone we're forgetting before we finalize this nonsense?
I really don't think we are. Yeah, I scrolled through the notes also, and I really don't.
And you think Brienne over Blackfish, because I think he's the only other one.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so too. Like I said, it's
Pod? No, not Pod.
I just don't feel comfortable giving it to Tommy Boy, because Tommy Boy is literally just a puppet. And behind the scenes, the High Sparrow, but he's not even in this episode. And the Mountain, no. Cersei takes too big of an L, so no. Qyburn, maybe.
I agree.
Yeah. I think this is it. Yeah, there we go. Boom, nailed it. I'm so
Go
happy,
bottom
Zach.
to top, since that's our new thing.
That is our new thing. So bottom to top, coming in number 5, Lady Brienne. Number 4, my boy Bronn. Put some respect on his name. Number 3, Arya Stark. She's going home. Number 2, the Hound's wee wee. And number 1 is Jaime fucking Lannister. What is it that Bronn tells Pod about, it's aggravating how all women look at him, honestly. I preferred working with the little brother on that account. Dude, you put some respect on Bronn. His scene was gold.
I mean, yeah, it was. Dude, you keep framing this in a way that it's like
how you hate Bronn, dude.
Dude, fuck off, bro.
You're the only person I've ever met who has said the words, Bronn's the worst character ever and I hate him. Fuck him.
I cannot stand it, even a little.
Zachy boy, do that thing that we do. Take us out of here.
Well, you got to rate the episode.
Oh
first,
shit! Fuck. Good way to be on your game, pal. Despite I feel like we spent a big chunk of this episode complaining, I like this episode quite a bit. I'm gonna give this one. Let's give one a solid 8.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Why are we're too, I don't like how in sync we are.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're friends and we do this podcast together.
Yeah. It makes me excited for what you and I are going to do. I'm going to dangle some fruit here for
I'm sorry, what?
It makes me excited.
For what you and I are what?
For what you and I are going to do after Game of Thrones. Because I feel like we may not have the same look.
Oh, I thought you meant later tonight.
Wait, is one of us not going to like what we're doing later tonight?
No.
The aggressive
no. He trying to get away because he does not like it. Oh, fuck. Are you doing 8?
I'm going with 8, yeah.
Solid 8 inches.
A solid 8. Yeah, right. Half that. Oh, man. All right, guys. We appreciate y'all for listening and watching and doing the thing and hanging out with us. If you're new here, be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe so you can watch all the future videos. You're out of drink. Scotty's out of drink. When you like the button, it refills his drink. And you can hit us up on Instagram and on Twitter at We Don't Want a Pod. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.